My parents worked, had jobs of hand to mouth, and so most of the time they will get just like 20 shillings and they will buy food, and that 20 shillings will keep us going the whole day. So they'll sometimes we'll make black tea, like the kawaida chai that every Kenyan person has. So we'll make chai, and then we'll try to keep that chai keeping us going throughout the day for us to continue moving.
Kwa jina naitwa Doris Auma Ochieng. Maisha ile tumepitia hapa Kibira ni kufanya tu kibarua. Unaitwa tu mahali unaenda unafualia mtu, ukirudi ndio unapata ile watoto watakula kwa nyumba. Na saa zingine ufulie mtu, ukimaliza kufua ukienda kuitisha pesa na kuambia mama umefua manguo chafu. Sasa hizo mateso zote tumejaribu kupitia na watoto wetu.
Yeah, and ever since then, I'm always trying to work hard because of my parents. Like, I've seen what they have done, I've seen what they've passed through to make sure that we are able to continue with life and to be able to eat every day, and that really motivates me every day.
Her education was greatly affected by the financial status of the family, but all this was to come to an end at one point.
I never got the opportunity to get good quality of education because my parents both didn't have a good job, and so, as I said before, taking us all to school was a hard job for them, so they either had to choose. And before, we all knew that they said boys were well. I feel like they all thought that men would be well educated and they will come back help them, but that didn't really happen. So my parents opted to take my brother to school rather than taking me to school. So even though I was still young, so they decided to take my brother to school and I stayed at home. And so that's one of the biggest reasons why I never got to go to school, because I didn't really have the money to take me to school. And so as time went by, my mom heard about Shining Offer Communities as it was beginning, and she heard of Kibera School for Girls, and so they were doing interviews.
Na hapa Kibira kuna wakati watoto walikuwa wanachukuliwa Sofco, na mtoto yangu alikuwa anasoma St. Luanga. Nikamtoa akakuja kufanya mtihani akapita. Nikaona kama Jess na Ken walifurahi, wakasema wa nimeangukia msichana mwerevu. Nikaona msichana wangu sasa alikuwa amependwa sana na hao watu. Nikaona msichana sasa ako standard, naona tu anaitwa anaenda anafanya point. Hata nikienda kwa video namuona tu mtoto akaenda na anakuambia kwa jina anaitwa Eunice Akot, niko standard 2. Na anapoint anakuongeleza hizo nini zake zote. Sasa alikuwa anafurahianga nikiona yeye kwa dini nafurahi sana.
Kibera School for Girls began in the year 2009, and as I was part of the first class that joined it, so I did an interview and then passed, and then I joined it. So I began Kibera School for Girls from grade 1. And so I think we repeated grade 1 twice because there was no other room, so it was also small. Like, we used to do it in these small rooms, and this building was not there, like these big buildings were not there. So we had like these rooms we had to share with grade 1s and 2, so it was like that small school. So I joined Kibera School for Girls, and ever since, yeah, I graduated in 2017, yeah. At Kibera School for Girls, I was catered for everything, anything I wanted, from uniform to food to education, it was everything. Anything I ever needed was given. Any opportunity I wanted, I grabbed it. Like, any opportunity that came my way, I grabbed it because I had that opportunity. But back home, life was still the same. We'll still sleep hungry, we'll still go without food. My mom will still have to go do some shoddy jobs to get money. Like, it was crazy. Like, at school I will live that humble, comfortable life that I've dreamt of always, but at home I'll still go back to, like, mom doesn't have money, so we have to sleep hungry, you know. So it was continuous. Like, as time went on, I'll sometimes come to school and then come with another lunchbox so that I could put food in, so that when I go home I know I have food, you know.